I was in LA over the weekend, um, and I drove down there for an event. And I had agreed with a friend of mine that I would stay with him. Somebody I've known for a long time, but I hadn't seen in person in a long time. We've reconnected over the last year, and I was really excited to see him. And we had some back and forth. He said that he wasn't going to be home when I got into LA, and I asked him, to leave a key under a mat or something, and he didn't want to do it initially, and then I thought he said that he left a key with his landlord. And I could be wrong about this, but I thought that was what he said. Maybe I heard what I wanted to hear. Anyway, I got down there and I went to his apartment and knocked on his landlady's door. She opened. She said, "Oh yeah, you're the friend. He told me about you. Let's just confirm that you are who you say you are." I said, "That's good policy. Let me call him." So I called him, put him on loudspeaker, and he answered the phone. And I said, "Hey, it's me. I'm here with your landlady. She's going to let me into your apartment." And he lost it. He absolutely lost it. And said, "No, she isn't." He was screaming. He dropped an expletive. I walked away from her and I took him off speakerphone. And then he proceeded to, for like a minute, just absolutely lay into me like I have not been laying into for a long time. And it was really humiliating and hurtful. But it was also really clear that he was in a lot of pain. So I apologized to him, and then I hung up the phone. I ended up driving like a block away, getting a hotel room, doing what I needed to do, and then going to my event. And in the hour or so after that whole exchange, I kind of went through all these scenarios in my head where I responded to him, told him how I felt about how he treated me, all this kind of stuff. And I think I processed my own hurt, anger, embarrassment in that time. And by the time I got to my event, I was in a totally different place and I had a great time. And I could tell that I felt light. I felt open. I felt clean. And there was a lot that happened for me in that time. I was looking forward to seeing this guy more than I was looking forward to going to this event. These types of events give me agita. I'm like, I gotta perform for people. I gotta be on for people. I actually wasn't looking forward to the event that much. I was really looking forward to seeing this guy. And in a way, our interaction kind of shifted that. And I think it was fortunate because it put me in a place where I was present for the event. I wasn't thinking, oh, I don't want to be here. But there were other things too. There was a time when, if somebody treated me like that, I would have really internalized it and believed all the negative things that they said about me. And I was able to kind of not do that, but just see that this person was really hurting, and um, and be glad that I'm not him. Like I felt bad for him, and I was glad that I don't have the worldview that he does. And also, there's a time in my life when I would have reacted to somebody that way. Or, I mean, I think. Um, maybe maybe I'm overestimating it or underestimating myself, but there was definitely a time when I would have gotten very angry with someone if they hadn't done what I wanted them to do. And um, and this incident made me thankful that I'm not that person anymore. And then I went to the event, and I'm sitting at the event, and he texts me, and he says, "I've calmed down. I'm okay. Everything's okay. You can still stay with me if you want." I didn't end up staying with him because I'd already gotten a hotel room, but I did end up spending time with him that evening after the event, and then the next morning, and we had a good time together. And this is the other thing. I am grateful that I have the grace to treat somebody well after they have treated me poorly. And it was interesting because when I saw him that night, I thought we would rehash the whole conversation and talk through it. And when I got there was no need. He never apologized. I think he did feel sorry. He just didn't know how to say it. Because he told me multiple times, "Hey, you can stay with me. Come back down. You're going to stay with me. It's fine." So I think he really wants me to feel okay staying with him. And I think probably he regrets the fact that he yelled at me. He just doesn't know how to express it well. And I definitely know that feeling. But when we met, I just didn't have any need to get into it with him. Like I didn't need to get back at him. I didn't need for him to apologize to me. I didn't need anything from him. I gave everything I needed to myself. I was able to find everything I needed for resolution within myself. And that is beautiful. That's a big change from the person I used to be. And I'm very grateful to be in that place. And I'm grateful that I can still be a person in his life, because he needs good people in his life. I don't think he has a lot of good people in his life. I don't know if he got anything out of our interaction other than just getting to spend time with me. I know I got a lot out of our interaction, and I'm very grateful for everything that happened and exactly the way it happened. I wouldn't change a thing. think it was a very profound weekend, and I'm a better person for it.